What's up, guys? My name is Chaotic, back at you guys with a lit one today. I'm coming at you guys with a video about a time I took a laced ecstasy pill, man, and the shit was laced with meth and God knows what. I believe it had fucking methadone in it, and yeah, so basically not even real ecstasy. So let me get started, and for harm reduction purposes, I'm gonna make this video right now because people need to know what the effects are, how you can determine how a pill is fake, and there's very distinct effects that indicate that the pill is fake. So let me get into that. So yeah, I'm specifically wanting you guys do not ever take a laced ecstasy pill if you know it's laced. It could be very dangerous, and who knows, they could have fentanyl up in that bitch, and definitely meth. Meth is one of the top ones that they cut that shit with. So be on the lookout for that, man. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. Alright, so the way this started, I was in New Orleans, right? So yeah, go figure. So of course there wasn't real shit out here, right? And yeah, we had fucking fake ecstasy, but I took it anyway because it was cheap. It was $5 a pill. So that's number one reason. If it's real cheap, if it's cheaper than you fucking really think, like if it's cheaper than it usually is, it's most likely fake, man. So be careful. Now, so it looked like on the outside just a regular, it was like just one color, like it was like a blue color, like nothing else, no design, nothing on this motherfucking ecstasy pill. I was like, what is going on? Where is the fun? Like, I mean, it doesn't even really look like an actual ecstasy pill, because an actual ecstasy pill will have a fucking design on it, something that makes people look like it's, make it look cool, with the design logos. So there's no logos on this bitch, and I was like, man, all right, this son is sketchy. I'm like, okay. I mean, he already knew it was fake. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, man. I mean, I might as well get something. It has something in it, and we tested the shit out. I remember it had fucking methadone in it for sure. No MDMA at all. But it had meth in it too. So let me get into that. So basically, I took a meth pill, and this shit had me actually pretty high. Actually, it wasn't bad. It was like a different high. It was just more stimulant, than trippy. So it kicks in, right? The way it kicked in, it wasn't the same as Molly. Like, Molly has a really long, drawn out come up. Like, it takes a bit, but this shit it happened a lot faster. So when it kicked in, I was like, man, okay, this feels kind of similar, right? So when you swallow actual meth, it actually kind of feels like a roll in a way. I remember one time I did swallow that shit like in a pure form, and actually I was really surprised how much it felt like MDMA without the like crazy roll. But like it had like a similar kind of a like you could feel the serotonin kind of rush when you swallow this substance. So I swallow this stuff, it kicks in like 30 minutes, man. I'm like, what the fuck? And this just starts going ham. I mean, I am up. Okay, so another way it's fake is that you're up way longer than you should be after the Molly. Like it lasts way longer. Like, so what would last like 4 to 6 hours lasts like 10 to 12 hours. So this shit lasted 10 hours. So that's another reason why it's fake. Because you're high for way longer than you think you are. And there's like almost no peak. Like there's almost no come down either. You don't know when it's coming down. So honestly, the effects are so drawn out that something else is in this bitch. So I'm over there sitting all tweaked out. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, I'm trying to get a roll, but this shit not even real. So, I mean, and I was like, fuck it. I'm taking this laced ecstasy pill, and I'm gonna enjoy whatever is up in this bitch. So we smoked some motherfucking weed. We got dabs. We got everything. We're lit, man. And this laced ecstasy pill, I guess it was. It kind of sucked, I'll be honest. 6 out of 10, man, because it wasn't real. Man, it couldn't even get real roll to you. I mean, if it's gonna be cut with meth, at least make me roll, right? This shit, oh man, it felt so much like meth. It was bad. I hated it. And this is why people cut meth into these ecstasy pills, because it's easy. And it feels a lot like Molly, actually. When you take a pure form of meth, like when you swallow it especially, it lasts the longest. Yeah, it's the longest duration when you swallow that shit. So yeah, you're in for a ride if you got laced. Yeah, keep some water next to you and get dehydrated. All right, so anyways, I was pretty lit this night. I mean, I had fun. Honestly, it was not too bad on my I guess the heart rate. I think the heart rate went up more on the Slade's Ecstasy pill. I'm not really sure, but with it, it wasn't a good idea to be taking methadone and meth at the same time, So there's that, it's kind of dangerous to be taking multiple shit together. So Lace Ecstasy pill is actually a lot more dangerous and bad for your heart. So there's another reason never to take a Lace Ecstasy pill is that it can be potentially bad for your heart. It can kill you, man. You gotta be careful, man. So this fucking shit was, I guess, who knows even how good the meth was. Probably wasn't even that great. Because I felt like, I wasn't even that high. If it was real, if it was more pure, I bet I would have felt better. So, I didn't feel dirty either, but at least it was all right, So, yeah, I just felt like it felt like a longer lasting Adderall. But, after 4 hours, you notice you're still high. You're like, what is going on? And it's not real. So, you're like, at that point, you're like, man, I got laced. But, this is this is a decision I made. But I'm trying to educate you guys never to take no Lace Ecstasy pill. Get some real shit. Get on the fucking dark web. Do something, man. Get on the onion market. And don't ever fucking fuck with no lace shit, man. Because that's just bad for you, man. It could kill you. You never know what's in that shit. No matter if you test it with a test kit. Nah, it's not going to rule out the fact that it might have something that could kill you. Who knows what dosages these substances are put into the pills anyway. So yeah, these presses were pretty fucking shitty anyway. It was definitely worth $5. Let me tell you that. All right, so I guess let me get to the main. I guess what was the best effect I got? I got some euphoria. It gave me a lot of energy, obviously. At least it made me stay up. This is a great pill to fucking just stay up. You could even study on this bitch. And this is one of those pills that those motherfuckers take. Anybody that says they take ecstasy at work is a fucking dumbass. You're taking lace shit, because how the fuck you going to work if you're rolling your tits off? It's not real. So these people are taking Adderall, meth up in this motherfucking ecstasy pill. And they're bragging about taking ecstasy at work. Nah, man. You're getting that lace shit. Fuck that. But anyways, yeah, taking that shit over time, that should be so bad for your heart, man. And yeah, you gotta be careful because those ecstasy pills are just laced. Real, bad with meth. And yeah, man, I'm speaking from experience. I've done this shit at least 5 times. And it was the only time I ever got it was I got it off the fucking street. This is why I don't buy drugs off the street. I don't trust that shit. The vendors are always sketchy, man. Fuck that. Anyway, so this Lace Ecstasy pill wore off around at least 12 hours. I was way higher than I was higher way longer than I should have been. And the rest of the night was all right, man. I just chilled out, smoked some fucking weed. I at least felt somewhat of a roll. I guess it was worth it for $5. Just buying it's almost like a pack of cigarettes, but it didn't really feel like MDMA at all. I could barely feel any entactogenic effects, and if there were any, man, they wore off within an hour because when you swallow that shit, meth does have a serotonin effect on your brain. So it does kind of produce serotonin. So it could mimic a roll, but it doesn't feel exactly. It doesn't it doesn't melt your face off like an MDMA roll would. It just kind of it makes you feel kind of calm, kind of giddy and happy. So yeah, man. Do not ever try a Lace Ecstasy pill if you know what it is. You better test that shit or don't even take it. Throw it away, man. It's not a good idea to take it and not risk your life, man. And get some real shit, man. You'll be way happier waiting for a real pill than being desperate and taking a real bad one. So yeah, man. This is the time I took a Lace Ecstasy pill. Do not ever try this. Test your shit out. Always test. Number 1, test. And, take a little bit lower of a dose if you're not sure what's in it, because you don't want to be taking a whole one if it's going to hit your ass really hard, or if it's really going to be fake, because then now you took more of a fake drug and it's not a good idea. So keep that in mind, man. All this for harm reduction. Keep your harm reduction in mind, and yeah, you guys be safe, man. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned to the next one. Peace.